Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So today I wanted to follow up in the video that we did on the Google Nest thermostat bounty that we put out. The TLDR of that is that Google announced that after a certain date, a lot of the smart features on the Nest thermostat are not going to work. If you want to be able to use it with your phone and you want to be able to use the app, we put out a bounty for $10,000. We allowed people to donate. We matched the donations, so it came out to $14,772 for the first person who would come out with a solution for this. And since Team Dinosaur and Cody emailed us around almost at the exact same time, we said, fine, fuck it, we'll give $14,772 to both of you, which we are in the process of paying out and completing now. Now, one of the interesting things that Cody found out while he was going through this is that the thermostat was uploading 50 megabytes of log files to Google every day, which really cuts against what Google's saying here, because Google's saying that we have to disable this thermostat because it can be insecure if this Internet of Things device is left online for a very long period of time and when we're not providing updates for it. But at the same time, not only is the thing still connecting to the internet, but it's connecting to the internet and uploading all the information on how you use that product to Google servers on a regular basis. Now, many people have said, well, look, that's conspiratorial thinking, Lewis. You know, you shouldn't be thinking like that. It's probably just a mistake. It's an error. But that's not the case, because as Emma Roth has reported in The Verge, Google has responded to this and they have not changed their behavior at all. So Emma Roth is a reporter at The Verge who covers these types of tech ownership issues on a regular basis. She's awesome. I think she's great. And in this article, she got a response from Google that I wanted to read to you. In a statement to The Verge, Google spokesperson Laura Breen says users who prefer to stop providing these logs can simply disconnect a device from Wi-Fi by accessing the option in the on-device settings menu. Diagnostic logs, which are not tied to a specific user account, will continue to be sent to Google for service and issue tracking, Breen says. And I repeat, they're going to continue to send these logs to Google for service and issue tracking. But what type of service and what type of issues are you tracking when you've disabled the functionality of the product? So you disable the customer's ability to use this product in a number of different ways because it connecting to the internet is insecure, while simultaneously continuing to allow that product to connect to the internet to send data logs to your server on how the person's using the product. How fucking stupid do you think we all are?
The best part about this, and I didn't even realize this until I went to edit the video, is that if you take a look at Google's website FAQ on the Nest thermostat, it says right here that they will continue to report logs for issue diagnostics. So I thought to myself, why did Cody think that this is news when he reported it to us? Like, it's right here on Google's page. But if you go to archive.org on the same page for August of 2025, you'll see that it's not there. Like, so they were just never going to tell you that your thermostat is uploading 50 megabytes of logs every single day on exactly how you use it.
Again, this is one of those areas where I will admit that after reading story after story after story every single day for the past 15 years or 12 years in this channel, going over companies that take part in these types of anti-consumer practices, like after 13 years of it, I sometimes assume the worst. Because every single time on this channel that I have assumed the best of a company, they wind up making me look like a complete fool. And here, yeah, I did assume the worst. I assume that it was not like a whoopsie, my bad mistake. And this demonstrates that that's the case. They're not saying, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Let's send out an update to these thermostats so that they stop going online so that stops happening. Oh yeah, my bad. Let me stop wasting your bandwidth. Let me at least send out an alert that says, by the way, this thermostat will no longer work, but if you keep it online, we are going to continue to waste your bandwidth every single day. None of that happened. They're just making it like it's a you problem. Yeah, if you don't want that, you can simply disconnect it from Wi-Fi after simply disabling the product that you had bought and paid for. That's bullshit. And that's one of the reasons that we are going to continue here at Fulu with these bounties as we see fit when products come out and companies come out with these announcements that they are disabling features and functionality and highly popular products that are good examples of why these laws that say you cannot break a digital lock on what you bought and paid for and share that solution with others because it is trafficking against the law need to go. They need to be reformed. We want to reform these laws and we are going to continue to push to reform these laws. We are going to work with both policy leaders and business leaders as often as we can to try and eradicate this nonsense and above all, just trying to eradicate the laws that are on the books that say that if you break a digital lock on what you bought and paid for so that you could fix it and you show other people how to do the same, well, like, fuck, you've broken the law. Because like, it could be argued right now that Cody broke the law. Like, we gave him money. I didn't tell him he had to make the solution public. I would never do that. We've paid out bounties to people for not making the solution public. But he got paid for it and he made the solution public. And he showed you how to fix your stuff. That should be totally legal. Because if that is illegal, you're going to see a massive decrease in the incentive structure and people that are putting in work to show you how to make these devices work again. And even if it is legal under current law for you to do this to your own device, how many people know how to edit the firmware and software and everything in their own smart devices? It's ridiculous. I would love to see a bunch of small businesses have in their window, as Aaron has said before, lobotomize your TV, $50. Lobotomize your thermostat, $50. Lobotomize your car, $50. They have ads in cars now. I mean, somebody was posting, this is old news, it happened 2 or 3 years ago, but somebody had posted and Reddit recently got very popular, that their Jeep Wrangler showed them an ad. It would be cool if I could just have in my window, like, we'll lobotomize your car. $20. We're going to work to make that happen. Thank you very much to Google here for validating what it is I thought all along, which is that this was not an accident or a mistake, that you did intend to continue collecting data from users in spite of the fact that you were not going to allow them access to your product. And thank you very much to Emma Roth of The Verge for covering this type of story, which does not usually get the type of coverage that I would like it to. I really appreciate you covering consumer rights and covering the erosion of ownership. And I hope you continue to do so into the future with great luck. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I hope you'll take part in some of the future bounties and some of the events that we'll be doing here. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. See you in the next video. Bye now.